So a little bit more on some of the important math that we're doing now, wages and salary. Some of you have jobs, and we're going to talk about the different types of ways you can get paid. The first way we're going to talk about is salary, a fixed amount of money paid to a worker on a monthly or annual basis. They may get paid weekly or bi-weekly, and we'll talk more about those different terms later. But it's a set amount that they're being paid each month. The number of hours they work doesn't matter. In this case, Allie works as an administrative assistant. Her salary is $1,900 per month. Now, based on that, it doesn't matter how many hours she worked, but we're going to figure it out anyway. How long did Allie work each day? Express your answer in hours and minutes. Then we're going to show it as a fraction and then as a decimal. So, we look at this, 8 to 12, we have 4 hours here, and 12:30 to 5, she worked 4 hours and 30 minutes. So I'll write that a little bit differently. So we'll go Monday, she worked 8 hours, 30 minutes. Tuesday, we've got 3.5 hours plus another 4.5 hours here. So 3.5, 4.5. She worked 8 hours. Wednesday, day off, nothing. So we'll put Thursday here. And she worked again, just, different than every other day. She worked, my goodness, I can't do math. So she's got 2.5 here, and then she has 4.5 here. So she only worked 7 hours on Tuesday. Thursday, on the other hand, that's 3.5. And then 7, 3.5, 7 p.m., so she worked 6.5 here. So that means she worked 10 hours. And then finally we have Friday. And 8 to 11:30, 3.5. And 4.5. That's an 8-hour day. Now, the only one we had to worry about minutes was the first one. How long did Allie work each day? Well, 2.5, or 2 hours, 30 minutes, 4 hours, 30 minutes, so on. Notice how they have separated this so you don't see the break time as part of the hours she worked. Some places will do that, and we'll get into that at different times. So, how long did Allie work each day? Express your answer in hours and minutes. We did that. Then show it in fraction and decimal form. Well, this is the only one we have to worry about, and that's 8.5 hours. Why? Because there's 30 out of 60. 30 minutes out of 60 minutes. So that's half. And then half of that, we could write it as a decimal, 8.5 hours. How many hours did she work in total for that week? Total for the week, 8.5 plus 7 plus 10 plus 8. Hopefully my math is working this morning. 16.5, 26.5, 33.5 hours. Let's get that again, 15, 20, yep, 33.5 hours. So, express your answer in decimal form. Well, we did that. 33.5. Allie calculates her total hours for this month. She notices that she worked 7 more hours this month than last month. Does her pay change? She's on salary. No. I could write more and say, well, it doesn't change because salary doesn't change with hours worked. People are paid according to different pay periods. How many pays would Allie receive in a year if she is paid monthly? Well, amazingly, I was shocked by this, by the number of people that don't know this. But monthly, she would get paid 12 times. If she gets paid weekly, she'll get paid 52 times. Semi-monthly means every 2 weeks. She gets paid twice per month, so she gets paid 24 times. That's 2 per month. Now some of you are going to be saying, well, what's the difference between that and bi-weekly? Bi-weekly is every 2 weeks, which is 26 pay. How many pays would Allie receive this month if she is paid semi-monthly? Well, that doesn't change. She gets 2. Weekly, this is the interesting part because it'll depend on the day of the week she gets paid. How many pays would Allie receive this month if she is paid weekly? If she's paid on Friday, 1, 2, 3, 4. Friday pay, 4. If she gets paid on Thursday, which I get paid on Thursdays, I would have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's really important to know. Or even Wednesday, they would get 5. Bi-weekly, it's every 2 weeks, but again, it'll depend. On Friday, 2. So if I got paid here, I get paid here. If I got paid on Thursday, it could be 3. Because I could get paid there, there, and there. But I could also be paid there and there. Could be 3, could be 2, depending on how the pay flows through. Now, how much would Allie make in each pay this month if she is paid bi-weekly on Fridays? Well, bi-weekly on Fridays means she's getting 2 paychecks. And you take $1,900 for the month. She's getting paid bi-weekly. Divided by 2. And that's going to be $950. Now, there could be a catch to that. I'm going to go straight forward with 1,900 divided by 2. But it could be a little bit different. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about hourly wage. Hourly is different. In this case, you're getting paid what you work. Whatever number of hours you work, that's what you get paid for. So, in this case, we'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This person's got 6 days in here. 10 subtract 6 gives me 4 hours on Monday. Tuesday, 10:30 to 4:30, 6 hours. How many hours Jason worked this week? Express your answer in fraction and in decimal. 10 subtract 5 is 5. Again, same thing on Thursday. And then Saturday, of course, they want to throw this in. It's not showing Jason works at the front desk of a local fitness center. It doesn't say about a lunch break. So we're going to assume there's no lunch break. So 9 to 12 is 3 hours. 12 to 5:30 is another 5.5. So they worked nothing there. 8.5 here. Add those all up. 10, 28.5 hours. Which is 28.5 as a decimal, which express your answer fraction and decimal. He works the same schedule each week for the first 6 months of the year. Okay, first 6 months, so half the year. Jason is paid weekly each Friday. How many pays does he receive between January 1st and June 30th of this year? Well, we need a calendar for that. So I'm going to grab my phone and see if I can figure out. Does it mean he's getting paid 26 times? Not sure, but we'll double check. Actually, it should probably be half the year. But we'll check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So it works out exactly half a year, so that's 26 pays. Jason is paid weekly each Friday. How many pays does he receive between 26? He's getting paid half a year, so it makes sense. 52 divided by 2 is 26. Does he receive the same number of pays each month? No. Could be 5. Based on this, again, if he were paid on Thursday, he could get 5 paychecks. If he's paid on Friday, 4. So it depends on the day of the week they're getting paid. What will this pay be for a 4-pay month or a 5-pay month? So he's getting paid, what is he getting paid per hour? $14 per hour. 14 per hour times 28.5 hours. And 14 times 28.5, $399 per week. So this is, and then you get a 4-pay month. So I have 4 times that. And that should be $15.96. $15.96 for 4-pay, for a 5-pay month. 5 times $3.99. Because they told us that he's working the exact same, so 5 times $3.99. $19.95. Sounds more like the price of an item than it does the other one. Now this is where it gets interesting. We're going to reflect back. Salary, hourly. Who would earn more with 4 Fridays? Well, if Jason's getting paid $15.96, then, I can't remember her name, Allie is going to get paid more if they get paid on, if there are 4 Fridays. Now, part B, who would earn more in a month with 5 Fridays? Well, that would be Jason. Because he's making $19.95 for 5 pays, she's making $1,900. Here, she's still making $1,900, but he's only getting $15.96. So already we can see some of the differences and the bonus of salary and the hindrance of salary. So we'll get on to some more examples in a minute.